My name is Phil Hall, and I'm a writer. I'm the author of 3 books: The Encyclopedia of Underground Movies, which was published in 2004, Independent Film Distribution, which was published in 2006, and The New PR, which was published in 2007. I'm also the editor of 2 monthly magazines, Secondary Marketing Executive, which goes out to the mortgage banking industry, and Alternative Energy Retailer, which goes out to the renewable energy industry. I am also a contributing editor for Film Threat, which is an online magazine covering independent cinema, and I'm a columnist with Strumpet.com, which covers the public relations industry. And my writing has appeared in the New York Times, the Chicago Tribune, Wired Magazine, the Hartford Courant, and a good many publications that, if I were to mention them all, we'd probably run out of videotapes, so I'll go into that. I've been a writer since I was a young man. My first professional publishing gig was when I was 20 years old, and the New York Daily News published a freelance article I submitted. And it was the start of a very nice career, and obviously I'm not 20 years old anymore, but I've been at it for some time and I enjoy it. You wonder, why do I like being a writer? Writers are storytellers, and when you pick up a book or a newspaper or magazine, or you read something off the internet, you're reading a story. It could be any type of a story, like Once Upon a Time There Were 3 Bears, or John Doe was shot in his home down on Main Street last night, or in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. All words put together into stories. Real-life stories, make-believe stories, inspiring stories, educational, instructional, funny stories. Words. It sounds corny, but words are like fire in many ways. They can warm you, they can burn you, they can illuminate. And like fire, words, if used properly, can be the most important tool you have to go through your life with. And that's why I like being a writer, because I'm using words, what I feel, in a positive way, to inspire, to illuminate, to tell stories of people doing interesting and amazing and peculiar or funny things. I love to inspire younger people to share their words with the public as well. And that's what I hope this video will be about, is to talk about my experience as a writer and what you as an aspiring writer or as a teacher bringing aspiring writers to the forefront can do with that. For me, my writing began when I was in grade school, basically doing essays and homework assignments, and I enjoyed writing. And I loved when the teacher would come back with an A or a B, sometimes a C, which I didn't quite love, but I realized I had to do better. And over time I got involved in student publications. Within my school, I was on the high school newspaper and the literary magazine. Then I went to college and got involved with the college newspaper and the college magazine as well. I also started writing wherever I could, whoever would want to publish my work, church newsletters, youth magazines, letters to the editor. A lot of fun. So many people would pick up a newspaper and call me and say, "Phil, I saw your letter in the newspaper," and it's like, wow, somebody's reading me. You know, being a writer is a little bit of an ego trip. You see your name in print, and people see your name in print, but you know, that's nice, but it's also an incredible responsibility, because your name is in print. Your name is on these words. You have to live up to their expectations. You have to deliver quality. You can't just publish schlock, you know. You have to publish something which is readable, which is going to stand out, which is going to be remembered. Let's circle back, okay? I'm 20 years old, and I had my first freelance articles published. You know what freelance writing is? Freelance is when somebody who is not on the staff of a publication, a newspaper, magazine, or website, contributes an article and gets paid for it. Or they're supposed to get paid for it. It's nice if they did. Prior to that, I was not getting paid for it, but that's okay, because I was building up a portfolio. And I was getting to see my name in print, and I was getting feedback, what worked, what didn't work. That was wonderful. But it was 1985, and the New York Daily News, which is a major newspaper in New York City, published an essay I wrote about an old-time TV show called Amos and Andy. And I got paid for it. I believe it was about $100, give or take. This was 1985, so prices have certainly changed since then. But there was by Phil Hall in the New York Daily News, and I felt, wow, I made it. My words are in the newspaper. And the Daily News began to publish more essays of mine over the years, and I became emboldened and started contacting other newspapers and magazines, and I was getting published, and I was getting paid to be published too.